Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into the latest happenings that are shaking things up both locally and internationally. First off, the stock markets in Asia are facing a rocky road as fears over higher U.S. import taxes cause major declines, particularly in Japan and Hong Kong. With the S&P 500 nearing a bear market, investors are feeling the pressure. In other news, a shocking police impersonation scam has left 8 Hongkongers reeling after losing over 2 million Hong Kong dollars to fraudsters posing as law enforcement. Authorities are on the case, reminding everyone to stay vigilant and be wary of any suspicious demands for cash. Lastly, Japan's corporate earnings are taking a hit due to the ongoing trade war, with Goldman Sachs slashing its growth outlook by 10%. The stronger yen and potential tariff increases are raising concerns about the future for Japanese exporters. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these stories. New York Times: the turmoil in the stock market continued to plague Asia on Wednesday, with significant declines observed across major indexes, particularly in Japan and Hong Kong where they fell over 3%. This downturn followed a tumultuous day on Wall Street, where the S&P 500 hovered near bear market territory, signaling a worrying trend for investors. The catalyst for this upheaval was President Trump's recent tariff announcements, which are set to impose steep taxes on imports from various countries, including a 10% base tax on nearly all American imports. In response, nations like China have retaliated with their own tariffs, further escalating the trade tensions. While some administration officials hinted at the possibility of negotiations to ease the situation, the high demand set by the Trump administration may complicate any potential agreements. South China Morning Post: in a shocking series of events, 8 residents of Hong Kong fell victim to a sophisticated police impersonation scam, losing over 2 million Hong Kong dollars, approximately $257,380. The scammers, posing as police officers, manipulated their victims into believing they were involved in a money laundering scheme and needed to pay hefty fines to avoid serious consequences. Victims were instructed to withdraw large sums of cash and deliver it to accomplices masquerading as law enforcement near government buildings. The police managed to arrest a 23-year-old man and a 21-year-old woman involved in the scheme, recovering a significant amount of cash and counterfeit police documents. Authorities have warned the public about the dangers of such scams, emphasizing that legitimate police officers would never demand cash for safekeeping. Nikkei Asia: the aggressive trade policies initiated by President Trump are projected to significantly impact Japan's corporate earnings, with financial institutions like Goldman Sachs revising their earnings growth outlook for the country down by 10%. The imposition of 25% tariffs on Japanese automobiles and reciprocal tariffs on exports is expected to squeeze profits, particularly as Japan is heavily reliant on the U.S. market for earnings. While some analysts predict that the tariffs could lead to a decrease in corporate profits by as much as 6.5%, they also note that Japanese stocks remain attractively valued due to corporate buybacks and rising wages. However, the uncertainty surrounding the tariffs poses a significant challenge for Japan's export-driven economy, with experts warning that the economic outlook for 2025 is rapidly deteriorating as domestic demand struggles to keep pace with inflation. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's stock market is experiencing a significant downturn as it grapples with the impending implementation of hefty tariffs imposed by the U.S. on Chinese goods. The Hang Seng Index fell sharply by 3.1%, reaching a low not seen since mid-January, while the Hang Seng Tech Index saw an even steeper decline of 4.3%. This decline is part of a broader trend affecting stock markets across the Asia-Pacific region, with Japan's Nikkei 225 index and South Korea's Kospi also suffering losses. The escalating trade tensions have prompted China to vow to fight to the end, intensifying its efforts to stabilize its financial markets amid fears of a prolonged global trade war. In another development, Standard Chartered Bank, Hong Kong, Limited hosted a seminar aimed at small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, to discuss opportunities in supply chain diversification and digital transformation. The event attracted over 200 participants from Hong Kong and mainland China, highlighting the bank's commitment to supporting SMEs in navigating the complexities of the global trade landscape. Key figures, including Standard Chartered CEO Mary Hewen, emphasized the importance of leveraging commercial data from e-commerce platforms to streamline loan processes for SMEs. The seminar featured experts from various fields who provided insights into market trends, aiming to empower SMEs to capitalize on emerging opportunities in the evolving digital economy. In a tragic turn of events, Liang Chai-yen, the elder daughter of former Hong Kong Chief Executive C.Y. Leung, has passed away at the young age of 33. Her father confirmed her sudden death on social media, expressing gratitude for the support received during this difficult time. Chai-yen was found unresponsive at her home, and while authorities ruled out suspicious circumstances, the exact cause of death remains under investigation. Her recent social media posts reflected struggles with her health and personal challenges, drawing public attention during her father's tenure as a city leader. Chai-yen's life had been marked by scrutiny and controversy, making her untimely death a poignant moment for many who followed her story. South China Morning Post reports on the potential fallout from Panama's extensive audit of CK Hutchison Holdings' canal concession, which has raised serious concerns about the conglomerate's financial practices. Comptroller General Anil Flores accused CK Hutchison of depriving Panama of over $1.3 billion through accounting irregularities and the establishment of phantom companies linked to its port operations. This audit, initiated independently but under pressure from the U.S., could provide CK Hutchison with a way to exit its port concessions without facing severe backlash. However, the conglomerate is caught in a geopolitical quagmire, facing scrutiny from both the U.S. and China, complicating any potential sale of its overseas ports, including those in Panama. In another report from South China Morning Post, Hong Kong cricket chief Burji Shroff emphasizes the urgent need for improved facilities and government support to elevate the city's cricket teams. Following disappointing performances in recent competitions, Shroff highlighted that Hong Kong's cricket infrastructure is lacking, with only one venue capable of hosting international matches and many players balancing work commitments. He noted that without access to better grounds and resources, the teams would struggle to compete effectively on the world stage. Shroff remains hopeful, however, as he sees potential in younger players and ongoing efforts to develop local talent through initiatives like the Dragons Academy, which aims to create a sustainable pathway for aspiring cricketers in Hong Kong. Finally, South China Morning Post explores the possible silver linings of President Trump's tariffs on imports, suggesting that Hong Kong could benefit from an influx of discounted goods previously destined for the U.S. As countries like Vietnam and Thailand face declining sales to America, surplus products may find their way to Hong Kong markets at lower prices. This situation could lead to cheaper avocados, olive oil, and other goods for local consumers. The article also highlights how Hong Kong's tax policies on alcohol could further enhance its status as a destination for foreign products, potentially offsetting some of the economic challenges posed by U.S. protectionism. Overall, while the global trade landscape appears uncertain, there are opportunities for savvy consumers in Hong Kong to take advantage of the shifting dynamics. South China Morning Post reports that Citigroup's wealth bankers are advising clients against buying the dip amidst a significant global market sell-off, which saw a staggering loss of $2.73 trillion in stock market value. This downturn was exacerbated by the escalating U.S.-China trade tensions, particularly after China retaliated against President Trump's tariffs with its own levies. Citigroup's global head of wealth, Andy Sieg, emphasized the uncertainty surrounding the economic impact of these tariff changes, urging caution in investment strategies. Instead of equities, Citigroup recommends focusing on safer assets such as short maturity bonds, hedge funds, and gold, noting that the current market environment is fraught with risks that could lead to further declines in valuations. The Toronto Star highlights a fiery exchange between U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and the Chinese government regarding the security of the Panama Canal. Hegseth expressed concerns over China's influence in the region, particularly through companies controlling critical infrastructure, which he claimed could jeopardize the canal's security. His remarks sparked a strong rebuttal from Beijing, which accused the U.S. of using blackmail to protect its interests and asserted Panama's sovereignty in making its own business decisions. The tensions are further complicated by President Trump's assertions regarding the U.S. overpaying for canal usage and hints at reclaiming control, despite Panama's denial of any Chinese influence over canal operations. In another article from the South China Morning Post, the transformative impact of artificial intelligence, AI, on healthcare is explored. AI is enhancing diagnostic accuracy and streamlining administrative tasks, which allows healthcare professionals to focus more on patient care. Innovations like AI-driven virtual assistants and robot nurses are helping to alleviate worker burnout and provide 24-hour support. Notably, AI tools are being used to manage symptoms, predict diseases, and encourage healthier habits among patients. As the global AI in healthcare market is projected to grow significantly, experts stress the importance of implementing AI responsibly to mitigate risks such as privacy breaches and ensuring that clinicians remain central to decision-making processes. Nikkei Asia, the music scene in Asia is undergoing a radical transformation, as highlighted by the experiences of artists like Wang Liham and Malaysian singer-songwriter Uriah C. In the past, success was largely defined by album sales and radio play, but today, the landscape is dominated by digital platforms where approximately 100,000 new songs are uploaded daily. This shift has created both opportunities and challenges for artists, who now rely heavily on social media for promotion and direct engagement with fans. The live music market is booming, with projections indicating a rise from $34.84 billion in 2024 to $62.59 billion by 2034, driven by an insatiable demand for concerts and festivals. C's journey illustrates this change. After winning prestigious competitions, he embraced self-released music while navigating the complexities of social media engagement, which has become as crucial as the music itself. Yahoo US, Sarah Wynne Williams, a former Facebook employee, is set to testify before Congress, alleging that Meta executives compromised U.S. national security by collaborating with the Chinese Communist Party. In her prepared remarks, she accuses the company of misleading employees and the public about its dealings with China, particularly regarding emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. Wynne Williams, who claims her dismissal was retaliation for reporting sexual harassment, will reveal details of Project Aldrin, a secret initiative aimed at penetrating the Chinese market. Despite Meta's attempts to silence her testimony, she insists that the American public deserves to know the truth, particularly about how Meta's actions could have jeopardized national security and American values. Her testimony comes amidst ongoing scrutiny of Meta's practices in Washington, as the company prepares for an antitrust trial that could reshape its future. South China Morning Post, Hong Kong's culinary scene is buzzing with exciting new openings, showcasing diverse and innovative dining experiences. Tanaka Koji, a shabu-shabu izakaya in Causeway Bay, offers premium sets featuring Tokachi Black Wagyu and a unique Hokkaido uni soup base, limited to just 80 servings daily. Meanwhile, Pinksos by Barber in Wan Chai serves delectable Spanish finger foods crafted by young chef Xavier Pla, while Ruku introduces the city's first cheese omakase and bar, blending French and Japanese influences with creative dishes and cocktails. Additionally, the Clubhouse, founded by former rugby players, focuses on a holistic fitness experience that emphasizes community and recovery, offering personalized training and wellness facilities. Each of these establishments reflects a vibrant fusion of flavors and concepts, catering to the evolving tastes of Hong Kong's food enthusiasts. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything, laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything, laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too,